Let's start. This is going to be horrible to record. Okay. Serious face, William. Serious face. Let's start with the truth. My early YouTube content makes me want to evaporate. Not in the light nostalgic, look how far I've come way. No, I mean the full body shudder, mute the video, throw the phone across the room kind of cringe. That gut level embarrassment where your soul momentarily leaves your body and hovers above you, whispering, "Why did you think that was a good idea?" More like screaming it like a banshee at this point. If you ever tried scrolling back on this channel to see the early stuff, some of it's still there, most of it isn't, so it's not worth doing. You won't find most of it, it's private now. All of it locked behind a digital door with a sign that says, "Abandon all hope, ye who click here." And honestly, I'm not sorry. I'm grateful you can't watch it. No one needs to watch that era, not even me. I hate making this video. So, the BookTube years. If you were around the platform circa 2010s, you would know exactly what that means. I was doing all the classic content. Monthly TBRs where I pretended I could actually stick to a reading list. Wrap-ups that turned into long rambling, "I didn't finish this one but I swear I'll get to it" excuses. Book hauls featuring titles I would never read. Vlogs where I sat in front of a bookshelf and tried to seem relatable. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. And not to mention some videos where I would make an excuse why I had all these books when really I just spent my paycheck on them because I was bored and ADHD. There were thumbnails with exaggerated facial expressions. There were those with weird handheld camera intros that were meant to be candid but just looked like I was being chased. I had a phase where I added background music that sounded like royalty-free ukulele had a nervous breakdown. I was mimicking what I saw everywhere. I thought that was the formula. Follow the content structure, copy the tone, get the views. And it worked, kind of. The numbers were okay, but it felt empty. Like I was putting on a performance of someone who enjoyed what they were doing. Spoiler, I didn't. Let's be real. I wasn't making content I loved. I was making content I thought I had to make. That distinction matters because deep down I didn't even ever enjoy half the books I was talking about. I didn't want to review every ARC like it was a dissertation. I didn't want to unbox or tag videos or spend hours scripting reviews that sounded like they were written an essay for a class I forgot I was taking. That's being honest. But I thought that's how you did YouTube. I thought I had to brand before I figured out who I was, so I copied the structure, the candidness, the energy. I blended every booktuber I admired and ended up with a slightly haunted version of myself. The worst part, I knew it felt off, even back then. I just didn't have the confidence or direction to pivot yet. So I kept going. Making videos made me feel weirdly disconnected from my own channel. Scrolling through edits I didn't believe, uploading for the sake of uploading. I don't miss that person. But I'm very grateful to them, but I'm also grateful they're gone. They're long gone. If it were up to me, I'd burn it all down. Every upload before, say, 2018-ish, gone, erased, scrubbed from my timeline, like I was never that cringe. But YouTube doesn't like that. Delete too much and the algorithm throws a fit. You start losing watch hours, view history, and all the back-end numbers that keep your channel alive. So instead, I do what any reasonable self-preserving content creator would do. I privated as many as I could without getting in trouble with YouTube. Swipe it under the rug like a digital ex I don't want to talk to anymore. So people ask me why I don't re-upload or do reactions to my old content all the time. And honestly, because I'm not ready to subject myself or you to that. those videos wasn't just outdated, they aren't me. Not really. They're a version of me trying to be way too palatable, polished, and performative. And yes, they got views, but they didn't come from that place of happiness or creativity. They came from pressure and comparison. That's not what this channel is anymore. And I'm so glad we can put a gravestone on that era of this. Somewhere along the way, things shifted. Not overnight, not that some magical epiphany moment where I dramatically said, I shall now evolve as a creator. No, it was slow, a little painful, like creative puberty. But bit by bit, I stopped trying to fit a mold. I stopped trying content I hated. I started making videos I cared about, even if they didn't fit into the trending page. I talked about things that mattered to me. Weird, personal, messy things. And to my surprise, people stuck around. And people left. That's normal. But the people that stuck around are not just any people, they're my people. People who like what I like. People who don't care if the lighting was perfect or the thumbnail was, I don't know, curated like a Netflix special. People who wanted honesty and passion and real conversation. That's what this channel become, and I'm proud of that. So, past me. You were awkward, you were insecure, you tried way too hard, your transitions were jarring, your mic... Well, we don't talk about my early microphones, dear God. You said I'm so excited in a tone that suggested existential dread. But you were trying, you were learning, and you were throwing things at a wall to see what stuck. You didn't know who you are yet, and if you want the honest truth, you still won't know who you are at this point in your life. Nearly a decade later. But you were showing up anyway. That counts for something. Still, I'm never letting anyone see those videos again. Be warned. Those videos are now in internet graveyards and some very suspicious places on the internet, by the way. Just gonna put that one into the void. So yeah, that's the story behind the messy videos, the private vault of cringe, the BookTube graveyard. And I'm here now. If you joined this channel post-evolution or stuck around through the weird transition, thank you. It took me years to find my voice, but I found it. I love what I do now. I'm no longer pretending. I'm no longer trying to pass for something I'm not. And the content might keep changing because I'm changing. But the difference is, this time it's on purpose. No matter how much I grow, I promise I'll never go back to the fake reading 600-page fantasy novel just to hold up in a thumbnail. We and I have come way too far, and we are never going back. If you've made it through to the end of this video, please remember to like, subscribe, tell me what you think in the comments below, and remember that membership and Patreon options are available. And a handful of those now privated videos are locked to members only. Because we can cringe in private together, rocking slowly back and forth as the man in the white coat brings a butterfly net and fluorescein.